Hey there guys, this is Game Nerd, back at you with another video, and today I'm gonna be doing kind of a replay video, but not really. Before I do say anything else though, I want to apologize for the replays I haven't done yet. I know I was really behind on a ton of uploads. I've gotten the main races out, but as for the actual commentary replays, those are gonna take a while, so this one is just more proprietary, more of a priority for the current dilemma. So we're not going to be doing the whole race. We're just going to be doing a very specific very specific time in this race. There was an incident on one of the restarts, and I apparently can't see, as I quote from a certain someone. So apparently I can't see what happened. So this video is basically gonna either to prove me right or to prove me wrong. Maybe I will prove myself wrong, and I'll finally be able to, as I quote, see what has been wrong this whole time. Oh well. Anyway, we're gonna have to click a little bit here to get through the rest of this bluff that we don't need right now. Oh, that's a lot of clicking noises. I guess I should probably say something instead of just skipping this whole time, but this video is basically just to, like I said, to prove me wrong, but to show my side. There's always three sides to any incident. There's one person's side, another person's side, and then what actually happened. So hopefully I'm trying to show what actually happened here, but I'm probably just gonna be told I can't see again, so there's that. So let's see. I think it's after this, right here actually. Alright, so before we even get to it, you can clearly see I am not fully up to the pack yet. I am catching up, and the decision was made to go ahead and restart. And so about this time, a little bit farther, we'll say about right here. Which the pace speed was supposed to be 80 this race, and as you can see, they're not going 80. So I wouldn't even caught them at this point if they were actually abiding like what they were supposed to be doing. But I mean, as you can see, I haven't even caught the field yet, and I started running trash control at this point. Excuse me, let me try this again. If I wasn't running trash control at this point, I probably wouldn't even caught the field yet, because trash control helped me gain probably half a second or more of speed, simply because you didn't have to be careful with the throttle at all. Without without trash control, you had to have so much throttle control, it was unreal. I mean, you might as well have just thrown the towel at the start, and that's how it basically was for me this whole race. So I finally decided to turn on trash control, but I wouldn't even caught up to the field if I didn't have it. So one, they were going too slow, and two, I was having to use an assist to even catch up to them in the first place. So as you can see, I don't want to run into the back of True P, who's in fourth. So I'm on the brakes already, because they're going 45 miles an hour. And, or actually, I'll just let the clip play and then I'll explain myself. So that went well, didn't it? Okay, so now let's actually go... Oh, that's too far. Let's go back to where I actually... And this is where I wish I could overlay screens. This would be great. But to help further prove this video, I also want, when it uploads anyway, go and watch the original footage of this. I'm not sure if you can, but I'm pretty sure you can hear the leader, Papa Musa, calling out the restart. And you hear him start calling, and I'm not to the field yet. Hence why when I caught up, you see me on the brakes, and then immediately I'm right back in the gas to try to get up with the field. So the main thing that people are currently saying, or I should say person, is that I jumped the restart, and right here. So I get going. They're saying I jump the restart to shove these guys into the leader and cause this massive wreck. Before I even say what my side was, let me just show you something else real quick. This is the leader. He calls it out. Now, forgetting what I even did. Call me crazy. But it's my fault he turned left? And as you can see, the leader had no contact from behind. So I didn't push anyone into the leader. The leader turns left to block. I don't even know who he is, but maybe he just lost traction. Well, maybe we can put up to the doubt. Either way, I'm not really sure how the leader turning left, whether he broke traction, which could be a valid explanation, or he was just trying to block, which if I'm not crazy, which I don't think I am half the time, he said he was trying to block, or someone else said he was anyway. I'm not sure how, even if I did jump the start, how that affects the leader turning left on the rest of, is that the 8 car? Pretty sure it's this guy that gets turned on. Yeah, I'm not really sure how that's my fault. It's not my fault that he turned left. Yeah. So, let's see here. Let me read something real quick. Oh, okay. Just thought there was something else. Anyway, so going back to actually me now, after we show that the leader turning left on another car is my fault, makes perfect sense. So anyway, going back to me, I catch up to the field. Now, once again, this is when I wish I had the original audio to the race, because now we're gonna have to guess when the leader said 1. But so you already see them turning, right? I'm not fully in the gas yet, and they're already moving out of line. What's up? I don't care. It's whatever you want to do. I'm just messing with you. Okay. I apologize for that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so you can see, okay, so third place, his steering wheel is orientated to the left. Both these guys are turning to the left. Second place, mostly a little to the right, but mostly center. The leader at center. They've already pulled out, and third place has more speed than anyone else, well, except for me anyway. Fourth place has more speed than everyone else that was, actually with the pack and not trying to catch up. If I was, a logical person, I would say that he was already jumping the start because he's pushing, but they've already turned left. They're pretty much already moving out of line, and we haven't hit max acceleration yet. This is also when being at pace speed would help. Not trying to con the league owner on this. He is a good league owner, I'll give him that. But this is when being at 80 miles an hour would help, because we're not even up to what pace speed would be yet. I'm at what pace speed would be, still attempting to catch up, and I'm fully in the gas now. Well, sort of. Not mind the traction control effect, as you can see. But they're not even up to what pace speed would be yet. And they're already moving out of line, attempting to make a move. So they're already out of line. Now you saw right there, I did give him a push. In fact, oh shoot. There we go. Okay, Now wait. 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 They've already pulled left. They're almost up to speed of what pace speed would be, but they're on the full accelerator. Okay? And I hit them right there. And you see my speed go down. So yes, I do hit them. I'm not saying I didn't hit them. But look at the speed difference. Or, I mean, excuse me, look at his speed. 76. 76. I didn't go anywhere. I stayed behind him. And obviously, the guy in front wasn't affected by it. Because if I'm going 55 and I can't push somebody that's going faster than me. So it didn't affect the guy in third place that I hit the guy in fourth, because third place is going faster. The car in fourth that was trippy had already given the car in third, Mass, a push before I even got to the fourth place car. He had already given him a push for them to make a move to the left of the second place car, DK, which also, they're going faster than DK is and the leader. They're already going faster. So obviously, they're gonna. Oh wait, you know what? Actually, that might be where the hit comes from. Maybe I just totally proved myself wrong. But hold up 1 second. Okay, he moves to the left. That's where the push comes from. Okay, so my push did affect the third place car. I'm sorry. This is when I wish I didn't block. Okay, so me giving the fourth place car push did affect it. Okay, so I did affect the third place car. Okay. I guess that is my fault. My bad. But me pushing the third place car didn't cause the leader to do this. So yes, I did push the car. That's cool. Okay, so the way this could have been avoided. So I guess this is kind of my fault, but at the same time, I didn't cause the wreck. So yes, I can see numbers, I can see the steering orientation and stuff. Is everyone on? Yes, everyone was on traction control, okay. Me hitting the fourth place car, which shoved the fourth place into the third place car, did not cause the leader to attempt to block. Actually, you know what? That's a great point. Let me look and see at his orientation real quick. If he just turns left. Okay, he launches. Call me crazy. Is it because I'm looking backwards? Okay, wait, let me look at this again. No, he just turns left. And the traction control was working for him because you never hear it slide or spin or anything. Okay, so this was kind of a ton of people, and I will include myself as well, but a ton of things led up to this. One, we weren't going at the right speed, so I wouldn't have even been here yet. Two, we launched before our cars were ready, were at the field. I would have never gotten put into this situation had I been with the field and been ready to launch. Which I know it hasn't uploaded yet, but apparently this is an issue for me because the previous league race I was in, I also had this issue. I wasn't at the pack yet and the field launched. So we weren't going pace speed. That's an admin problem because he wasn't monitoring the pace speed. The leader began to count down a launch given the owner's consent, and not everyone was there yet. Once again, kind of an admin issue. The leader turned left to block and caused or I'm not going to say caused it because then I'm like, oh, that's controversial. But he turned left to attempt to make a block, and it resulted in a wreck. I haven't listed myself yet, have I? The only reason I matter in this situation is because I gave the fourth place car a push, and that's what gave the third place car a big enough run to even get to the leader when he did. Because either way, the third place car was going faster than the leader. Either way, whether I would have pushed him or not. And before I even, okay, so I haven't pushed anyone yet. I'm still accelerating. So like I am going fast right here. 73. Okay, well fourth isn't, but it's because fourth just gave a push. This guy is already going faster. Whether or not I would have pushed the 4th place car to the 3rd place car, he would have at least made a move. No, he would have made a move on first. He would have been to the left side of first. Now, the 1st place car could have tried to block, which blocking in sports cars and rain is a dumb idea anyway. The only way I could see someone trying to say this is my fault is because I pushed the 4th place and the 3rd place car, causing the leader to have to make such an abrupt move to block. That is the only logical way I could see someone would try to say I caused this wreck. But at the same time, that's still like, yeah, I gave the push, but I didn't turn left to block the guy in 3rd. I didn't immediately pull out a line before everyone was launching and already have more speed before I was given a push. So yes, I was a part of this wreck, and I did contribute to it, but this wreck was not solely my fault. Not even close. All 5 of us were part of the issue in this wreck. We all caused this wreck. Hence, we were all involved in this wreck. Kind of ironic how that works. So I'm not saying, so don't take it as if I'm saying this wasn't fully this wasn't my fault, because this was partially my fault. Keyword is partially. Me pushing someone didn't cause this whole wreck. It was a contributor to it. The other 4 drivers in this race as well all contributed parts to this wreck. And while that could not be analyzed in the moment, that's why we have this replay system, so we can go back and fix stuff like this. And this is being made way after this race. This is being made like quite a couple hours later. And after the owner went over and reviewed all the situations we've had from this race, kind of funny, no penalties were assessed and no warnings either. Now, he did say no warnings because of the last race, but the owner never even mentioned this situation. The only reason I'm even bringing this up is because I'm being involved. Well, actually, no. Let me rephrase that, because that's not... Do not come in here, Caitlin. No, Caitlin, don't.
Hug.
Goodbye. I'm so sorry. This is ridiculous that I keep getting bothered. But the only reason I'm even making this video is for the fact that I want to not prove my innocence, but... Thanks. I'm not going to get shoved into a reputation of being a dirty driver. That's the main reason I'm doing this. Because you have people who... there are people right now who are insulting me and calling me basically blind. And then being condescending. There's your effect. People are being condescending towards me, and when they are intentionally trying to do it this time, actually, not, you know, like an accidental instance earlier. That's not what the reputation I'm gonna get. I want to be able to clear this situation up, that way we can move on and not have the drama. Because in case you haven't noticed yet, the driver I pushed and me were the 2 drivers who are having issues. The owner didn't bring it up. The leader of at this time hasn't brought it up since. And the car in 3rd, you know, the car kind of got turned dead left on and would have had the lead from this move, which was a dumb move anyway from everyone. He hasn't brought it up since either. So it's funny that the 2 guys that were in the back are the ones still having to talk about this. I shouldn't even have to address this. But I'm not going to get insulted. It's that simple. So there's my side. I'm probably gonna still get called blind anyway and whatnot, but I just want to be able to clear this drama up. That way, the next time there's a race between us or something like that, or the next time we interact, the first thing that is brought up isn't, oh, well, he's a dirty driver because he took out the whole field at Red Bull Ring in the NOS Energy Drink GR2 Invitational Series. That shouldn't be how this moves on. The point of this is to move on from the situation and forget about it. So, I hope I'm able to make this video, send it, he sees, and he goes, oh, okay. And then he shows me his, and I go, oh, okay. And then we either have to agree to disagree, or we both see the fact that we were either both wrong or we're both right in some fashion, and that we're able to move on from the situation. Because I know I make mistakes, but the mature thing to do would not to be go call somebody out on it like that. You want to be able to go and assess the whole situation first, like I am right now, and then give a conclusion once you have all the evidence. Instead of going later and the same thing happening, except there not being a wreck. Oh, you know what? That actually brings up a great point. I'll cut myself off real quick. So, they said that was jumping, right? So we had a caution for that, obviously. I was the leader. I counted down as slowly as I could. And I just want to point something out real quick. He's already passed me. I hit the line and said go. He was already past me. By the time, what even a second, boom, he was past me. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, look at the speed difference. Once again, everyone else is going faster than me. And I'm not blaming it on this one driver, but you know, do you see the guy who's already passed me and who already made a move? Do you see who it is? Are we taking note of this? I'm glad we are, because as soon as we go in the first corner and I get bumped, oh, would you look at that? You're not supposed to go wide, says the admin, and then I almost get run to a wall for it. So if you're gonna wanna, if you still want to try to blame me for that wreck, but then you want to turn a blind eye to this because you can't see, and the only reason I'm even being like this is because I'm using your words against you, but you want to turn a blind eye to that, then you might want to go reevaluate how you're acting and how you race. Because you're going to go against the one situation that involved the driver, but then literally the next restart, not even a full lap later, the same thing happens, but it hurts that driver so no one cares? And I'm not saying it was rigged against me, by no means am I saying that, but if that's what you're going to want to say, then you might want to go back and recheck your footage again. Because no one has even brought this up yet. Me and the other driver are still having to discuss that wreck we had on lap 23 when I shoved the 4th place car up. No one even brought up this. Kind of ironic that I was the one that was leading too, and I got jumped. And this also adds a lot of significance because of the fact that I got jumped and it hurt me, and I was the driver fighting for the championship at the time. That's also part of the reason why it mattered so much. So, anyway, that's it for this video. Hopefully we never have to do this again, but if we do, we'll go back, we'll take the same approach as we just had to do, and I guess we'll have to do it again and have another argument. So, that's it for this video. For this, I guess, replay of sorts. Like I said, I'll try to catch up on the replays, but I'm so far behind on them. Like, I really do apologize. Like, the race from this original clip from this race hasn't even uploaded yet. So, I've just been struggling with my internet lately. So, there's that. But, anyway, yeah, like I said, that's it for me. I hope you find this useful. And that certain driver, wink wink, that was calling me, says I can't see and stuff, I hope you see this and at least change how you're gonna, direct your tone and your driving towards certain people, or at least just, be able to resolve this situation. That way we don't have to keep having this happening, since apparently me and you having issues is a common denominator in these league races. So there's that. But I'll see you guys hopefully not next time for a video like an argument like this, but in the next video, whatever the next video may be. You have a great rest of your day or night or whatever it is for you.